Another tough loss for the Atlanta Falcons, this time a 23-22 result against the Detroit Lions. What's up, everyone? I'm Mackenzie Ingram with Sudu Upadea, and we are your Chatty Birds. Sudu, what a weird way to end the game, considering the Falcons seem to be in control pretty much the whole way through.
Mackenzie, I think weird is an understatement to how this one ended. You, of course, had the Todd Gurley, should I score, should I not score moment at the end of the game, one that he did eventually score on. And, if he falls down before crossing the goal line, the Falcons probably run the clock down enough to stop a Lions comeback. And then it seemed like Detroit was going to run out of time at the very end to score a touchdown, but then a booth review essentially gives them a timeout, enough time to come up with a great play call to score a touchdown, get an extra point with 2 seconds left on the clock to pick up the dub. And you know what, Cody, Buck, and Michael, you guys can do a way better job at explaining what happened in this one. All we've got is this tweet from comedian Desi Banks. It's the most relatable thing I've seen on Twitter all day.
Very relatable right now. Sudu, off the field, the team announcing they are saving former ESPN Falcon reporter Vaughn Mcclure's seat in the press box for the remainder of the season. Vaughn unfortunately passed away earlier this month, and just a great tribute by the team.
Yeah, Mackenzie, everyone that knew Vaughn had nothing but great things to say about him. He was a positive guy. He seemed to show love to everyone that came across his path. And this is my first year covering the Falcons, but in my limited interactions with him this past summer in training camp, he was as nice as he could be to me. I had questions, pertaining to different training camp things, and he was always willing to answer them. And you're right, this is just a tremendous tribute for a man who seemed to be adored by all who worked with him and knew him.
Going back on the field play, this particular moment had social media buzzing. A roughing the passer called on A.J. Terrell on what seemed to be a clean hit on Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, this was one of the most mind-blowing, head-scratching, whatever you want to call it, moments of this game. Matthew Stafford moving out of the pocket here. It's not like he threw the ball and got hit after either. He was holding onto the football, and like you said, Terrell made what seemed to be a clean hit. He adjusts his head to avoid a helmet-to-helmet. He didn't launch at him, despite what some people are saying. I mean, look at his feet. Both feet didn't leave the ground. And if you look at all of these reactions, everyone from our own Kelly Price, you've got former Falcons executive Scott Pioli, Mike Golick from ESPN, and even Lions fans were baffled. I mean, how could this be? And I just thought this was such a great point. One of my followers, @Houston_ on Twitter, said, if the QB is pump faking at the line of scrimmage, it benefits you to hit them high to influence the accuracy of the pass. You know what I mean? If you go low, then the QB can still get the pass off. And he's right. As long as it's not a helmet-to-helmet hit, it shouldn't be a roughing the passer call, especially if the guy still has the football in his hand. I totally understand protecting defenseless players, Mackenzie, but this particular one just doesn't make sense. I've just never seen a call like this.
Play didn't make sense. This loss didn't make sense, but hopefully we can bounce back and win one next week. For Sudu Upadea, I'm Mackenzie Ingram, reporting for the Dirty Bird Report.